Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it has been 3 months ever since I finished uni, and I'm in this weird transitional point of trying to figure out what I want, what's the next step for my life. And there are a couple of things that I've learned, and I thought for this video that I'd share with you guys at least 5 things that I have learned over the last 3 months. I hope you enjoy. Let's get right into the video. So the first thing I learned is allow yourself to make mistakes. Remember, this is the first time you're venturing into such a space in your life. You have never been in this chapter of your life before. So of course you're going to, stumble a bit here and there as you're trying to figure out the way. So be able to forgive yourself when you make those mistakes. But the most important thing is make sure that once you make those mistakes, you're able to pick yourself up and learn from them. Because after all, if you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. That's what I believe in. So allow yourself to make mistakes, forgive yourself when you make them, and most importantly, learn from them, because if you don't learn from them, then what's the point? So the second thing I've learned is acknowledge your passions. You know, those things that you do and you feel nice, like regardless of how wrong things are going. Like unafanya kitu alafu kila saa unapata a hurdle over another hurdle, but at the end of the day you're still enjoying. Those are the passions of your heart. So acknowledge them and fully just immerse yourself in them and truly follow them, because I feel like at this point in your life, this is the right time to follow and pursue certain things, because you never know. That's where your success lies. You might have studied one thing in uni and your heart is in a totally different thing. Now is the time to, experiment and try out. Yeah, and find out what makes your heart sing. And then again, it might also not be the right thing. Like I said in number 1, allow yourself to make those mistakes, because then how will you discover? So acknowledge your passions and truly give yourself, permit yourself to be courageous enough to fully follow them. Ooh, that was a tongue twister. So just fully follow them and just allow yourself to just dive into the deep end with it. And if it wasn't right for you, like I said in number 1, allow yourself to make those mistakes. You'll have learned from them and you'll move forward with something else. So now is the time to fully follow the things that make your heart sing. And then number 3, the third thing I have learned is just read. I don't know, like when I finished uni, I was like, I'm never touching a book, but personally, reading is something I truly enjoy. So find, you don't have to read every week. You can begin a reading culture. So like once you say one book for a month, and with time you'll find yourself cultivating that reading culture. Personally, I prefer fiction because it allows me to transfer into the world that is in the book and to meet different people. It engages my mind. It allows me to imagine and things like that. So I prefer fiction. Some people prefer real-time things like autobiographies and books about becoming a better person and how to be rich, rich dad, poor dad, things like that. So if you enjoy that kind of a thing, try it. And if you say you don't enjoy books but you've never taken the time to read, then how do you know you don't enjoy it, huh? So just take time, get yourself a couple of books and read. And I know books are expensive, but personally what I do, I buy books off the streets. Let me give you an example. Like outside Nakumat Moi Avenue, there's a guy who sits outside there and he sells books for between 50 and 100 bob. So just, you can start there or borrow your friends. So just take time, read things that are outside your syllabus. Yes, that's what I wanted to emphasize. Read on things that are not required by your educational system or something like that. Just be able to cultivate yourself, because I feel like the more you read, the more you become exposed. The more knowledgeable you become on certain items. Now the 4th thing is letting go of the little things. Okay, maybe this only applies to me, but I'm the kind of person when something really small happens, I start to think about all the bad things that have happened, and I'm like, no, I have such a bad life. Oh, this has happened to me. Oh. And I'm just internally just bashing and putting myself down and failing to look at the bigger picture of all the good things that have happened to me in my lifetime and things like that. So one thing I've learned is whenever something bad happens, like you've been sending out emails for work and you're really hopeful, and then all the time you're just getting a rejection.
I'm sorry, madam, we do not, at the moment, we do not have the capacity or things like that.
You know, you really feel down, which of course is expected, but you have to be able to understand that one bad thing happening to you doesn't mean that you now have a bad life. Be able to, when one bad thing happens, I then tend to look at the bigger picture. I start to look at all the good things that have happened, and in comparison to just this one thing, and then I realize, okay, life isn't so bad. So be able to just let go of the little things and enjoy the bigger picture, because when you zoom out, you're able to see much more beauty just apart from that one little speck or one thing that has gone wrong. So be able to just allow yourself to just let go of the little things. Now, the last thing that I have come to learn is enjoy the glorious mess of it all. Basically, what I'm trying to say is trust in your process, as in everybody has a different path set out for them, and what I'll go through is not what another person is going through. So let me just give you a good example. So in my class, we all finished school at the same time, so you can imagine it's like we're all at the start point of now this next step in life. And there's some guys who already have jobs and they're doing really well, like it's a good job, they're being paid well, they're learning a lot. Yeah, it's in the right path towards the career that they're looking for. And then there are those who have a job, they don't really like it, but I mean, a job is a job. At least you have one foot in the door, and from there you're able to help yourself. And then there's me and many others who are still looking for work, and we're still hopeful. You've gone for a couple of interviews and yeah, maybe they didn't go as well as you expected, so that's why you still don't have a job. And then there are those who completely are not even getting anyone calling them for interviews and things like that. So what I'm trying to say is just trust the process. Everybody's path is going to be different, and some people will get there way faster than others. Others will take time, but they'll still arrive. So be able to just trust the process, as in things are going to work out for you. When it's your time, it's your time. So whenever it's somebody else's time, maybe a friend of yours is ahead or a few steps way ahead of you, be able to celebrate with them and be able to also celebrate the time that you are in, because I've come to realize that this time, maybe the fact that I don't have a job right now is time for me to be able to build myself in certain aspects. It's like a preparation for what is to come. So be able to trust the process and enjoy the time in which you are in, because great things are still on your path. It's just that maybe others will their path, the great things are much closer, and then yours are a bit farther. So be able to enjoy the time, and yeah, stuff like that. I hope I'm making sense. Yeah. So basically, guys, those are my top 5 things that I have come to learn over the time, and I hope somebody out there can relate. If you can relate, just comment down below on which one you relate on the most. But most importantly, share with us things if you're within this journey, this awkward time of after uni and trying to figure out what's your next step in life. Comment down below some of the things that you've learned. If you're already past this stage, share with us the things that you were able to do that made you become a better person. And if you're yet to be here, share with us your fears. Maybe we might be able to help you. Anyway, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video, and yeah, don't forget to like it, comment, but most importantly, share it with people out there. You don't know who you could help. So yeah, just share the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and see you on the next one. Bye.